Hi everyone, it's Don and I hope you're having a fantastic day. Well, I'm still here in Toronto. I have a training seminar with my travel agency, learning a whole bunch of stuff about some stuff that I had no idea. I had no idea some of these places existed, and some of them sound so cool. So I'm glad I came for this training session, but while I've been here, I got that travel bug going because of what's going on with my surgeries and everything, and I said maybe I'm just going to squeeze everything in. I might have something in the near future to do that, but in the meantime, we got some big news going on in Alaska. Just when you thought everything was back to normal in Alaska, curveball. So earlier this year, we did see that Juneau signed that agreement that they're only going to allow so many ships into port. I believe it's 5 is the number of cruise ships into port. Some days there's 7 or 8 that have been arriving in Juneau before, so that's a significant cutback on ships. But there are other cruise ports, there's other itineraries, we can fix things up. Well, now we also hear that Royal Caribbean is canceling some sailings to Skagway on Quantum of the Seas and possibly other ships in the future as well. Skagway, of course, White Pass Railway, very, very popular cruise port. Well, if that gets canceled, where are they going to go instead? There's only so many places you can go in Alaska, right? So apparently Sitka is going to be one of the other main stops now. They may go a little further, which means other ports may have shorter time spans in those ports. Also, Icy Strait Point, another smaller location with not quite as much to do, is also seeing an uptick, especially by Royal Caribbean as well. Yeah, it is a shame because of what's going on with the rock slide situation and not being able to use that dock anymore. They have opened up another ones for use, but it doesn't handle the big ships as much. They can only handle now 2 big ships in Skagway at a time, and I think Juneau is the same way, which means when you have all these brand new ships like Discovery Princess, the Norwegian Encore and Blizz, when you have the Edge now sailing in Alaska, and then you have the Royals Quantum class size ships sailing in Alaska as well. Those are large ships that need a large area to do. You don't want to be tendering people in Alaska. People are not appreciative when they have to tender in Alaska. So yeah, it's a bit of a mess right now, and it just goes to show you still are not sure, even when you book an Alaska cruise, what your ports are going to be, because they can still change to this day. It might have a scheduled itinerary, but that doesn't mean that itinerary is going to stay. And it also has a lot of issues for people who want to book their excursions on their own and not through the cruise line. This is one of those reasons maybe booking through the cruise line in this case might be your best bet, instead of going through a third party like Viator or contacting the seller directly for the cruise, the excursion on shore. Or just hold off until you get there and then walk off and see what's available. In Alaska, you can see there's dozens of little shacks outside each cruise terminal, and everybody is trying to get you to book something from them. But remember, those ones don't guarantee to get you back to the ship, and there's no guarantee if you miss that ship to get you to the next port, only when you do those kind of things through the cruise line. And that's a big thing going on as well. So yeah, I don't know. It's a shame it's happening because so many people want to do Alaska. I've been 24 times now. So obviously I'm a big fan of Alaska, and to hear that they're struggling with being able to bring ships in is something I didn't think you'd hear for a while. But I mean, Princess alone has 7 cruise ships in Alaska alone. That's 1 leaving every single day, and then you throw in Carnival, Holland America, Disney, Norwegian, MSC, etc., Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, etc., 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 you can see how busy Alaska can get, because there's really the three main stops, right? Juneau, Skagway, Ketchikan, and then the ending port in Sitka and Alaska. Wow, just when you thought Alaska was finally back to normal, like I said, a little bit of a curveball. Well, I hope you appreciate this little video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. We'll see more tips, more tricks, more travel vlogs from around the world. Hit that subscribe button. Till next time, have yourself a safe and a great vacation. And you know what? We're talking Alaska, which is cold. We're talking miserable day outside for traveling again today, but I'm wearing a little bit of a Bondi Beach. Yeah, a little bit of Australia.